Good evening, everyone. I am Madeline Medina.
And I am Julius A. Carolino.
We are here to discuss to you one of the philosophical ideas about the nature of the self.
So tonight, we prepare a situation for our discussion. So imagine that there is a dog walker who takes good care of two dogs at the same time. The other one is hard-headed and the other one is obedient. The dog walker has a goal of going to a certain destination with two dogs. However, the two dogs are walking into different directions. What do you think the dog walker should do to achieve his goal? This question will be answered after the discussion. So, class, take note of this situation.
Now, class, let's talk about who is the proponent that we are going to talk about today. Let's have some short discussion about Plato's life. Who is Plato? He was an ancient Greek philosopher who was a student of Socrates and a teacher of Aristotle. He was the founder of Academy in Athens. The Academy in Athens is the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. In terms of the concept of the self, Socrates and Plato have similarities. Plato was one of the first philosophers who believed in an enduring self that is presented by the soul. He stated that the psyche or the mind is comprised of three elements, or we could call it tripartite soul. So, what are the tripartite soul? First is the rational soul, or we could conceptualize it in our mind. The mind is the conscious awareness which thinks, meditates, weighs choices, and assesses situations in our lives. This side is rational and logical as it chooses only the best for us. Rational soul is located in our head. It enables us to think, reflect, analyze, and other cognitive functions. It is reasoning or intellect, the true self of the human person, and the desires reason.
So we have an example for this concept. So in real life, we could apply this concept when we are doing our assignments. We are using our minds to think and analyze in order to come up with the answers that we need.
The next element is the spirited soul, or we could conceptualize it in our chest. The spirited, which denotes the part within us that is agitated most of the time. It is highly spirited and motivated to surpass and conquer life challenges. It is the area within us that enjoys triumph, honor, greatness, and affirmation. The spirited soul enables us to experience different emotions such as joy, anger, disappointment, etc. Desires honor.
So we have an example. So when we are in love, we are experiencing various emotions, and sometimes we are happy and sometimes we are in emotional pain.
The last element is the appetite soul, or we could conceptualize it in our abdomen. The appetites which involve our pleasurable desires, such as those which provide us physical pleasure and physiological comfort. It enables us to experience physical wants, such as hunger, physical pain, thirst, and others. It desires pleasure.
So an example for this is, if you are hungry, you will eat foods. And if you crave for ice cream, you will buy it in order to satisfy yourself. So based on our discussion, we can see that the rational is the superior as this acts as the moral and the rational guidebooks. So rational should control the spirited and appetite soul as it is the superior one. And spirited and appetite soul are being controlled by rational as they are the inferior ones. So in connection to the situation we presented earlier, we can see that the rational soul is the dog walker and the hard-headed dog represents the appetitive soul, while the obedient dog represents the spirited soul. So it should always control appetite and spirited soul, just like how the dog walker controls the two dogs. Because if we can control appetite and spirited soul by our mind, so according to Plato, we can attain a well-balanced personality.
Lastly, it is important in having a purpose and direction in our lives because it is hard to control appetitive and spirited soul if we don't have a purpose or direction for our lives.
So that's all for our discussion tonight. We hope that all of you gained a lot of learnings from our topic about Plato. So thank you so much